Happy days, my friends. This is Patrick Allman coming at you, from Stop Doing Nothing TV, whatever you want to call it. It's my weekly dose of opinions, wisdom, knowledge, and BS to help make you a better person, a better business owner, a better spouse, better father, better mother, better parent, better whatever you're trying to be in the world. I kind of help you try to get through some of the bull crap that's going on in life, help you open up your filters a little bit, help you kind of be a general badass in the world. Purple's my favorite color. That's what we got going on today. It's an official Stop Doing Nothing t-shirt. These are on the website. And I'm not saying that to pimp these out. I'm saying that because this is my brand and I wear it all the time. And it reminds me that whatever I'm doing, that done is better than perfect, and that stop doing nothing is not only just a catchphrase, it's kind of a way of life and what I live and what I push on people, just because, you know what, it really solves most problems. This week we're going to be talking about social media. More than likely you're watching this video on YouTube, listening to it on iTunes, because this gets turned into a podcast also, or you're watching it on Facebook. So there's probably 50 different ways you can consume video now on the internet. But almost all of it now falls under this umbrella of social media. And we're not going to be talking about me so much. We're going to be talking about some of the BS that I see in social media, and really kind of three social media lies or social media misnomers or rumors or bullshit statements or whatever you want to call them that I see in the world of marketing. In addition to running Stop Doing Nothing, I also have a marketing agency called Focus Digital Marketing Agency at allaboutfocus.com. Go check it out. Shameless plug in my own video for my own business. Imagine that. But we get called on a lot from different companies around the world to deal with their social media. It ranges everywhere from we have no social media to we've been doing a little bit and we haven't touched it for a couple of months to, man, Patrick, we are social media badasses, but we want to be the badassery of badasses, so can you please help us out? And then I get my team involved and we put together content schedules and we just kind of make them be better businesses on social media. Show them how to go in from, being strictly sell businesses into content production businesses, making video businesses, becoming educational companies businesses. And that's what I also do on television. I do a lot of TV news, usually when someone screws up in social media or when there's any kind of new technology. I've been on every TV station here in Oklahoma City and several around the country. And so, I'm kind of deep in this world of social media. And I was kind of thinking recently some of the things that really kind of trip people up, or things that when people come to me, they have this mindset about social media. And these are, I'm saying these so you know personally, but professionally as a business, I want you to listen to what I'm saying about these, because these are the things that are really holding you back. And a lot of these are going to be contrarian to what some other social media experts say. Social media experts, as you know, just kind of come out of the woodwork. Anyone at their dining room table can be a social media expert. All you need is a couple hundred Twitter followers and bam, you are the social media badass. We all know that. And I don't know everything about social media, but I understand people, I understand advertising, and I understand marketing. And I just know that oftentimes in this world of social media, we got a lot of bull crap going on. So today, my goal is to get you through some of this and share my thoughts with you. Three specific things in social media that are bull crap. Okay, are you ready? You taking notes? Here we go. Ow, I was actually able to get a crackle there. So I'm going to regret that in 10 or 20 years. Okay, the first one that people think when they get on social media, when we get involved, or when we build a strategy, one of the things we have to get through their mind is that they believe, because they've seen so many amazing social media success stories, that social media will solve all their problems. So that's your first one. That's your first big bullshit statement, social media. Social media will solve all of your problems. If you're having low sales, social media will solve it. If you have no Facebook fans, social media will solve it if you get involved. If you have no one walking in the door, if no one's buying your service, social media will help you solve it. If you're a realtor and you're not selling that many houses, you know what? Get a fan page. That'll solve it. And that's a bullshit statement. Social media is part of your plan of marketing. A relatively small part, to tell you the truth. It's not the first thing I would ever do in a marketing plan. Is it important? Yeah, I think it is kind of important. But if you told me you had a limited budget, a limited amount of time, to tell you the truth, social media is not the place I would put it. It really isn't. There are so many other things that are more effective. But so many people come to us because they've gone to a social media conference. They've heard about the lady getting up on stage that says, man, we started a fan page. We had 2 people, and now we did this one viral video. We have 2 million people, and our world is awesome. And it was all because of social media. That's a bullshit statement. No, social media does not solve all your problems. As a matter of fact, if you have problems in your advertising, problem in your strategy, problems in your content creation, just problems with your overall business philosophies, social media is going to make it worse, okay? Trust me on this. Social media does not solve all your problems. Do not look to creating, another Instagram account, another Twitter account, upgrading your brand online just to fix issues. That's not going to do it. Okay? You've got deeper issues. You need a real marketing person involved. You need a real copywriting person involved. You need to rethink your overall strategy and make sure you're doing things that are not social media related. Okay? So social media does not solve all of your problems, and it will make the bad ones worse. That's the first one. The second one, it's all you need. That is a bullshit statement I've heard about social media. That's all we need, Patrick. We don't need to do too much on our email list or our texting list or our SMS list. We don't need to be building up website hits. We don't need to be doing retargeting. We don't need to be doing paid advertising. I've heard, Patrick, from this social media expert, by the way, this is me saying the bullshit statement now. Patrick, I heard from this other social media expert that you don't even need a website anymore. Websites are obsolete. All you need is a fan page and you've got the world conquered. And that, my friends, is a quick way to kill your company, is by only having a social media. Why is that? Because you do not own social media. Social media is owned by the social media company. You do not own your fan page. I don't care if you're the administrator of it. You do not own your Instagram account. I don't care if you post all the pictures on it. You do not own your Twitter account. You do not own your Google Plus account. You do not own your YouTube account. What you are doing is you are renting property on somebody else's land. You are getting that property for free in exchange for them plastering advertising all over it, which is okay. But be careful about building your empire on rented land or on somebody else's land. Because all the person has to do is pull that rug from underneath you one day and you are screwed. And I've seen it happen so many times. You have no idea how many times I'm at conferences or I'm in discussion groups and people say, oh goodness gracious, I had a fan page with 2,000 people and Facebook shut it down. This is an outrage. Who do I call? Who do I raise hell with? I tell them, how much were you paying for that page? Nothing, right? Didn't do any paid advertising on it? Nope. There's no one to complain to. Facebook doesn't care about you. They care about advertising. They care about dollars. So at any point in time, your Facebook page, your group, your Instagram account, that stuff can up and disappear. I don't care if you've had it for 5 years. Trust me, it happens every single day. Facebook is going to look on your page one day, might look on your page one day and say, oh, you did something wrong this one day. We don't like it. We're pulling the carpet from underneath you. So quit believing it's all that you need. Do not build your property. Do not build your empire on rented land. It's a surefire way to business suicide right there. And the last one, the third one. First one was, it'll fix all your problems. Second one was, it's all you need. 2 bullshit statements. The third one is influencer marketing. You've got to be an influencer. People come to me and say, Patrick, I heard from this person on stage at a social media conference that I've got to be an influencer. I've got to get involved with influencers. Become an influencer. An influencer will push your brand. They will help you make a ton of money. I've got to be an influencer. I need 50,000 followers. I've got to be an influencer. I need 1 million YouTube hits. I've got to be an influencer. Do me a favor right here and right now, please, and write this down. Make a commitment to stop trying to be an influencer. You know what used to happen back in the day, back before the instant fame of social media, how influencers were created? They just did good shit. That's all it was. They just put out good things. They didn't try to be an influencer. They didn't try to get a ton of followers. They just educated the public, educated their prospects, and made their prospects the smartest prospects on the world and made the buying decision easier for them. In so many of the online forums that I'm part of, people come in that basically say, how do I become an influencer? Where do I find lists of influencers? What's the best influencer for this? What's the best influencer for that? You know what I've seen recently? I've seen several articles recently that talk about the bullshit world of influencer marketing and how there's a very small return on it. So let's say you're someone that makes beauty products, for example. You'd think that, you know what? You want to go find someone like a Kardashian. Well, that's a very bad example. But you want to go find all the makeup influencers in the world, because that'll make a huge difference in the bottom line. All they have to do is pimp out your product and yay, all your problems are solved. And what these people that are paying these influencers for are finding out that's not a true statement. They're getting a very poor, if not a negative, ROI. Because a simple tweet from a famous person. Whoops. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. We had a quick interruption there. We'll just call that technical difficulties. Anyways, we were just about done before, so as a quick recap as to what I was talking about before. The 3 misnomers, or the 3 kind of BS statements about social media is, number 1, that it will fix all of your problems, and remember, it will not. Number 2, that's all you need in the world, and that's definitely not a true statement. You should be building up your website, you should be producing regular content and keeping your website updated on a regular basis, because that's what affects your search engine optimization. And you should be always building up your email list and your text marketing list. Always own your lists and make sure you use social media as a driver to get people over to your other properties. And don't ever believe for a second that you own the social media properties that you use. You are building your empire on rented land, and it's a surefire way to be disappointed one day once someone pulls one of those pieces of rented land from underneath you. And the last one is, stop focusing so hard on the influencer market. This world is getting overworked right now. You know how the best way to become an influencer is? Is you just do good stuff. You share educational content. You don't worry so much about followers and likes and shares and views. You consistently produce great content about your products, about your services, and I promise you do that with a little bit of creative marketing and working with a good marketing agency like mine, shameless plug from the person that owns the company and the camera. You do that, put out some great content, and you will automatically become an influencer in your market. People have no choice but to listen to people that talk. There's a great phrase that I like to use when it comes to why we do videos, why we do podcasts, why we do blog posts, and that is that nobody listens to the silent expert. You can't sit there in your business and say you know a ton about your market and a ton about the right and the wrong way to do things, but not tell anybody. You have to speak up. You have to have a voice. You have to share that information with people. Most companies don't. Most companies have some great technical people, great salespeople, great service people in the company, but they don't speak up. They sit there at their desks, quiet, with their lips zipped, and they say, I'm the greatest person in the world. How come I'm not an influencer? How come nobody is following me? No, if you're good, say you're good and share it. Don't boast, don't brag, but share it with your prospects. By default, they will love you as long as you're truthful with them. As long as you look them in the eye and share that information with them, they will love you. And the influencer and the followers and the likes and the shares, those will come. Just be good at what you do. As always, be sure you subscribe here on YouTube, like us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can always text questions to me at 405-251-2022. You can also just text SDN and get on the email list. And of course, since I don't like to live on rented land, be sure you go over to the website, stopdoingnothing.com. The pop-up for the email subscribe will be right there. Get on that so we can stay in touch and be besties, okay? Thanks again for watching an episode of Stop Doing Nothing TV. We will see you next week. Take care. Also, don't forget, we're on a podcast, so go listen on iTunes also. We'll see you soon.